Welcome to day 3 of the playoffs, heading into day 4. 3 are done, 4 are starting. And so, David, well, let's see. Maybe we should try that again. I would roll the open, but it's just past 12 o'clock. Anyway, 3 days are done with round 1. Day 4 starts later today. That's what we were trying to say here in the open. As soccer is in session live here in the lunch hour. We're going to go over the 2, the 4, and the 6 on the girls' side. We're going to get you ready for the 2, the 4, and the 6 on the boys' side. And someone that can talk about both in his particular locale joins us from Perry to kick things off. Batting leadoff, he is our version of Ricky Henderson today. It is Nathan Dooley, the head coach of the Perry Panthers. And by the way, just for the record, there you go, Nathan.
Love it.
Right there as a part of the studio space. So getting into the playoffs, I've borrowed you from your lunchtime. Or actually, I'm borrowing you into your class time. So please blame the folks in Atlanta when you get back into class late.
No problem.
When you look at the seasons on the boys and the girls sides for you down there at Perry, what has stuck in your mind as you went through season 1, the non-region, and season 2, the region play for both?
With the girls, we knew we were going to be strong because we brought back quite a few seniors that we knew would be a big part of our success and have been a big part of our success. With the boys, we had some unfortunate injuries to 2 of our returning first-team all-region players from last year with knee injuries that have been out for the whole season. So it was we're kind of starting in a spot we really didn't want to be in from the start. And so it was really all about trying to find the right guys, the right mix, the right camaraderie, and everything to try to put together to have some success.
So now that you're looking at the playoffs, you're in the 3rd season, and looking at what happened last night, it was a pack of lunch, a dinner, and a midnight snack trip, probably for your friends from New Hampstead. And it was a 10-goal win. You're the number 1 seed. It was a home game for you. When you look at a match like that in your classification with the expectations that you have for that girls program there in Quad A, what can you take away from a matchup like that you can bring in between periods? That's the beauty of something at noon. So what can you take with you from a matchup like the one from last night on the girls' side?
Well, obviously, we want to the thing I stress to the girls is we want to play our game, go out there and do what we do best. And I think we did that. We were able to rotate in quite a few girls. So that was good to get some girls some playing experience in the playoffs. It was also good to kind of be able to play in the heat because we haven't done that much this season. I think we've had more rain games than we've had anything. So that was good. But, we just it's like I tell them, it doesn't matter the other team's record. It doesn't matter anything. When you're in this part of the season, everybody's got the same record each week, each game. So we just want to go out there and do what we do and try to get better at what we do. And that's kind of how we approached last night.
What has the response been like in the community? Because, you and I see each other at various parts of the season, and we get to see each other during the American football season as you're chasing after championships down there with Kevin Smith, and now you're chasing after championships in soccer. What has the response been like as the soccer program has been growing and making deep runs into the playoffs? What's it been like down there?
We've been getting a lot of great support from the community. Perry's a really awesome place. Really gets behind all our sports, really. A lot of support. Football winning obviously has brought a lot more attention to us, and it's helped us I believe all our programs to grow. I've been contacted numerous times. We've had local clubs bring their teams out and do like a club night. A local club here is Legion, the soccer club, and they came out and we did Legion night. We've done a lot of other things, just getting the community involved and them wanting to be involved. So it's been really awesome season for us.
So for you, what is it like for you and the staff to during your season have to do? You're working with the boys and the girls. Boys season ended. You were the 2 seed coming out of Region 2. You lose to Wayne County in round 1, 3-1. But what's it like for you and the staff to work with both the boys and the girls teams there in Perry, where I imagine you have some similarity of message and philosophy and things like that. What's it like?
It's a double-edged sword. It's on one hand, it's very rewarding and awesome to be able to work with both teams, and on the other hand, it can be tough. And I'm glad you mentioned the staff. It can really only be done because of the people that are around me. And so and we did have similar messages, and we do kind of approach things. Obviously, with injuries and different things, we kind of had to pivot from our preseason plan with the boys and kind of mix things up. But look, when I took over the girls 4 years ago, it was supposed to be a 1-year thing. And here we are 4 years later, still doing both. So it works because of the people around me and the kids that we have that buy into our program. And that's really what we preach, is the message that it's not a boys team. It's not a girls team. It's a program. And that's the same message I had with the boys after the game last night. I was like, unfortunately, things didn't go our way and our season's over. I said, but our program season's not. And I've got some boys coming out next week that are going to practice and help the girls to give them a little bit more competition. And the whole team will be at the game next Thursday to cheer on the girls as well.
I was going to ask you, how much time do you catch your breath on the girls' side, knowing that Trinity Christian is coming down next Thursday? When do you start study hall? Do you give yourself a chance to catch your breath after a 10-0 win to get ready for another team that comes in as a 3 seed with a 10-0 win?
Not at all. I've already been watching film this morning. If I'm honest, I've already been on it. And so has my assistant coaches. We've been messaging back and forth. I am going to give the girls a day off. They have prom on Saturday. So a lot going on. Give them a day just to kind of be high school girls and enjoy this time. And then come Monday, we're already working on practice plans and ideas to get ready for Trinity Christian, because obviously it's going to be a much tougher matchup. They've been in the top 12, 15 pretty much all season as we have. So we know it's going to be a good one.
Looking forward to seeing round number 2, Trinity Christian at Perry. Perry wins 10-0 over New Hampstead. Trinity Christian beats Shaw 10-0. Upper left-hand side of your bracket as you fill things out in pen. Coach, thanks for coming on, batting leadoff here on a Friday. Enjoy the weekend, and we know that you're already studying, but we're looking forward to seeing the second round matchup with you and TC coming up on Thursday. Thanks for hanging out and batting leadoff.
Thank you. Have a good one.
There we go. That's Nathan Dooley. He's the head coach of the boys and the girls at Perry, and he's getting ready for Trinity Christian. So full disclosure, Jessica Charman, the keeper coach, once again, it's going to be a fun one. Really looking forward to seeing this Perry team with the offense that they have going up against a GK Union trained squad with Jessica Charman, Mike Townsend, and that group with Trinity Christian. That's upper left as you're filling things out in Quad A when it comes to what you're staring at on the girls' side. So what we're going to do here, welcome to Soccer's in Session, presented by our friends at Kaiser Permanente. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you. John here and you there. Thanks for hanging out with us. And what we try to do here with Soccer's in Session, we're going to do it for the remainder of the playoff time, is we're going to try to catch up with coaches around the state. We're going to get you previews and go through the brackets, give you scores, give you surprises, let you know what happened the night before, and get you ready for the action that's going to be happening in your favorite part of the planet as we go through the sprint that is the playoffs. We did have on the girls' side, it was the even numbers yesterday. It was 2A, 4A, and 6A. And we'll go through all of those final scores coming up in just a little bit, and we'll get you prepped for everything going on when it comes to the GHSA playoffs. So quick reminder, once again, it's brought to you by our friends, once again, at Kaiser Permanente. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you. Other sponsors here on the board, Subaru of Gwinnett. Soccer fans, are you in the market for a new or used car? Then look no further than our friends at Subaru of Gwinnett, located in Duluth, 2950 Satellite Boulevard. Knowing prospective customers are busy and well-educated when it comes to finding their next vehicle, Subaru of Gwinnett offers both online and in-person options that make car shopping a breeze. A robust online inventory, service, and parts departments on site, outstanding financing options, and the friendliest staff are just a few of the many reasons to make Subaru of Gwinnett the choice for your next car purchase. Subaru of Gwinnett, located 2950 Satellite Boulevard in Duluth. or online at www.subaruofgwinnett.com. Also brought to us by our friends at Alliance Nurse Corps. At Alliance Nurse Corps, there is an understanding of the sacrifices it takes to be a nurse in today's world. With over 30 years' experience, they've put in the time to understand what it takes to find the perfect fit and what today's nurses desire most. Alliance works hard to ensure higher than industry standard pay rates, loyalty rewards, and will do whatever it takes to find the best fit for you and your happiness. Visit AllianceNurseCorpsInc.com/job board to start your journey to the nursing position that is perfect for you. All right, so let's get into the final scores from the 2A, 4A, and 6A girls. And obviously, if there were matchups that were double headers that you could squeeze in there as well, you end up with some teams like the Perry boys side. Traditionally, they would be playing tonight, but it was a mixing of boys and girls activity, and Wayne County traveled up early, and Wayne County has already advanced into the second round on the boys' side. But last night, in the girls' side, looking at Double A, we're going to start upper left-hand part of the bracket. Worth County, no problem with Johnson Augusta. They win that one 8-0. Ace Charter over Appling by the final of 2-1 in a 1-4 matchup. So Worth County will travel to Middle Georgia. So Sylvester travels to Macon to take on Ace Charter in round number 2. The Walker School shut out Murray County 5-0. Remember, Murray County, they won the last day of the regular season to jump into the 3 seed, knocking off North Murray. And so Murray County, the 3, they went to the Walker School. They end up losing 5-0. Landmark Christian in the 1-4 beat Providence Christian 3-2. So it's Worth County at Ace Charter and the Walker School at Landmark Christian in Double A, and that is the upper left-hand side of the bracket. Low left, Dodge County shut out Washington County in Sandersville last night. Final score there was 3-0. Pierce County, the Bears in Blackshear beat Spencer, and so it is Dodge County traveling from Eastman to Blackshear to take on Pierce County next Thursday. So Dodge County and Pierce winners, shutout winners on last night's activity. Fannin County in a shootout, 4-3 shootout winners in the sense of back and forth, not PKs or anything like that. But regulation, 7-goal thriller. Fannin County wins over North Cobb Christian by the final of 4-3. By the Fannin County community's own admission, it's been a really rough couple of weeks for the student body and for the teachers and instructors up there in Blue Ridge. And the Fannin County girls side gave them a moment to sit there and cheer and celebrate about, beating North Cobb Christian in a 2-3 last night in Blue Ridge, final score 4-3. They will travel to Fellowship Christian. Fellowship Christian shut out Towers in a 1-4. So it's Dodge at Pierce next Thursday and Fannin County at Fellowship Christian. On the right-hand side, it was Athens Academy beating the Elite Scholars Academy, and they, as the 2 seed, advance, and they will travel to Model. Model shut out Drew, and so Model hosts Athens Academy in the next round next Thursday. Savannah Art shut out Central Macon. They advance, and they will take on Jeff Davis. Jeff Davis, a big surprise, as Jeff Davis, the 4 seed, goes to Eatonton and beats Putnam County by the final of 4-1. So Jeff Davis, as the 4, will travel from Hazelhurst to Savannah Arts, and it will be Athens Academy at Model, Jeff Davis at Savannah Arts in round number 2 next Thursday. Low right, East Jackson shut out Callaway. Mount Perrin Christian shut out Gordon Central. So East Jackson, as the 3 seed, travels to Mount Perrin Christian as the 1 seed. Toombs County, as the 3, beat Rutland in a 2-3 on the road. So Toombs County, the Bulldogs, they will travel to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald shut out Thompson last night. So it is low right in Double A, East Jackson at Mount Perrin Christian, and Toombs County is at Fitzgerald. That is your Double A look as to the opening round in the Double A on the girls' side. Quad A on the girls' side, and once again, part of that discussion is why we had Coach Dooley on. Upper left-hand part of the bracket, Trinity Christian shutout winner. Perry shutout winner. Trinity Christian will travel to Perry in round number 2 in Middle Georgia. That one will be on next Thursday. Holy Innocents shutout winner over Heritage Catoosa. Lovett shutout winner over Seconder. So you had 4 shutouts in the upper left-hand section of the bracket. Trinity Christian at Perry. Holy Innocents will go to Lovett next Thursday. Low left, Whitewater shutout winner over Cairo. And Islands beats Baldwin on the coast. So Whitewater will have to travel from basically one end of the state of Georgia to the coast to take on Islands, Whitewater and Islands in round number 2. And we're still waiting on Druid Hills and Southeast Whitfield and finding out if there was a final score there. Tell you what, let's try and do a little searching and see if while we're here, we can find the scores from last night. And we will see if we can grab what happened in Druid Hills and Southeast Whitfield. So no, we want yesterday's scores. We don't want today's scores. So we're looking for the Druid Hills and Southeast Whitfield final, low left. The winner of that one gets Cherokee Bluff, who shut out Hampton. So Cherokee Bluff advances into the round of 16. And checking, and what I may do is since we're doing this kind of live, I may check and see if the game was pushed back because of venues one way or the other. I'm kind of scanning down and seeing if the matchup had been, in fact, played. Okay, so it was not played yesterday. So according to our friends at Max Preps, it was not played. And so it is going to be played tonight at 6 o'clock. So tonight at 6 is the answer to the question when it comes to this particular matchup with Druid Hills and with Southeast Whitfield. So Druid Hills will travel north tonight at 6 o'clock to take on Southeast Whitfield. Winner of that one will travel to Cherokee Bluff. Right-hand side of the bracket, upper corner in Quad A, North Oconee shuts out Luella. Northwest Whitfield shuts out Clarkston. Northwest Whitfield will host North Oconee next week, next Thursday. Southeast Bullock and a squeaker 1-0 winners. The Yellow Jackets beat Spalding. They will travel to Stars Mill, who shut out Hardaway. So North Oconee at Northwest Whitfield, Southeast Bullock at Stars Mill. Also on the board, it is Johnson Gainesville's girls losing at Pace Academy last night 2-1. Pace Academy travels to Westminster, who shut out Sonoraville. And Wayne County, once again, the 3 seed with West Lawrence on the board. And so you end up with that matchup. And let's see if that one ended up with a final score yesterday, because it is not on the board today. And we will see, once again, scanning the beauty of all of this. And so we are trying to find that particular score and see if that matchup was played yesterday. So Wayne County does not appear to have played that matchup. So hang on just a second. Let me go through one more time, because I want to make sure that this is correct. Once again, looking here in the Quad A bracket, and once again, you're looking through things, and right now it does not look that score is on the board and that matchup has been played yet. So Wayne County and West Lawrence waiting on that one, and they will host. The winner of that one will take on LaGrange, who beat Bainbridge in a 1-4. LaGrange went on the road, won handily 8-2, and so they will travel to the winner of Wayne County and West Lawrence for round number 2 in Quad A. 6A girls. Last night, St. Pius shut out Veterans. Glen Academy had no problem with Mundy's Mill. Keep an eye on Glen Academy down on the coast. Region 2's region winner is now going to host St. Pius next Thursday. Lassiter and River Ridge was a game that I was at last night. It was 1-1, and then it was a dominant performance by Lassiter, taking advantage of mistakes in the attacking half, pouncing on turnovers and being very clinical. A couple of golazos along the way in each half. Lassiter beats River Ridge at River Ridge last night 4-1. They will travel to Alexander, and Alexander was a 2-1 winner over Lanier in a 1-4. So Lassiter travels to Alexander. St. Pius travels to Glen Academy. Low left, North Atlanta shuts out Houston County. Woodward Academy, no problem with Evans. So North Atlanta will go to Woodward Academy next Thursday. Roswell beats Creekview 4-1. They will go to Mount Airy. And Mount Airy, Habersham Central shuts out Paulding County. So it is North Atlanta at Woodward Academy, Roswell at Habersham Central. That's the left-hand side of your bracket in Quad A. So on the right-hand side, Jackson County as a 2 seed beat Noonan 2-0. Pope beat Etowah 5-1. Jackson County will go to Pope next week. Grovetown shuts out Rockdale County. Marist shuts out Lee County. Grovetown will travel to Hughes Spalding Stadium to take on Marist. Jackson County and Pope, Grovetown and Marist. Low right, Gainesville beat South Paulding in a 3-2. Final score there. And so the 3 seed advances 1-0. They get the home game because Johns Creek beats Allatoona by the final of 4-0 in a 1-4 matchup. So Gainesville hosts Johns Creek at Bobby Gruen Field in City Park next Thursday in a 4 traveling to a 3. Lakeside Evans, no problems with Alcovey. Riverwood in a 1-4 shuts out Thomas County Central. Remember, we had Riverwood on the SDH network, and that was earlier on in the season. And you had Madison Cruz calling the 6-5 crazy 80 minutes with Riverwood and Wheeler. So Riverwood beats Thomas County Central on the road in Thomasville. They will travel again to Lakeside Evans. So Gainesville hosting Johns Creek, and Lakeside Evans as the 2 seed hosts Riverwood. That's the rundown of your 2A, 4A, and 6A girls. And that gets us ready for 2A, 4A, and 6A boys. We will go over those matchups. And they are today, unless they have already been played. And some of them already have in situations where you could combine venues and things like that. But the soccer's in session live, brought to us by our friends at Reverb by Hard Rock Atlanta. Reverb by Hard Rock Atlanta. We mix it up with coffee, cocktails, beats, and sleep, perched across the street from iconic Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta. Reverb brings you an amped-up guest experience. Come for the rooftop bar with phenomenal views of the vibrant Atlanta skyline. Stay for the atmosphere. Reverb by Hard Rock Atlanta, proud sponsors here at SDH. Alliance Nurse Corps understands the sacrifices it takes to be a nurse in today's world. With over 30 years of experience, they put in the time to understand what it takes to find the perfect fit and what today's nurses desire most. Alliance works hard to ensure higher than industry standard pay rates, loyalty rewards, and will do whatever it takes to find the best fit for you and your happiness. Visit AllianceNurseCorpsInc.com/job board to start your journey to the nursing position that's perfect for you. And also by our friends at the Hat Trick Football Agency. Parents, has your son or daughter ever wondered what a day in the life of a Spanish soccer player might be like? Ever dreamed of actually playing in Spain? Our friends at the Hat Trick Football Agency make that dream a reality by offering young players training and representation on the journey with programs ranging from 2 weeks to a year. Set in the beautiful province of Granada in southern Spain, the immersive programs include training and rotation play with pro clubs in Spain, language schools, complete housing accommodations, and much, much more to make playing in Spain as a pro footballer a reality. Start their Spanish pro football career off today and visit hattrickfootball.com to learn more. So that sets us up now for the 6A, for the boys brackets, 2A, 4A, 6A. Once again, that is the activity going on today. There have been a couple of games that have been played previously. We'll start off with AA. Westside Augusta travels to Fitzgerald. This is upper left in your brackets as you fill them out in pen. Tattnall County travels to Spencer to take on the Green Wave. Remember, the Green Wave had a great season last year, making it into the playoffs and winning region, and they're going places they have not gone, the Green Wave, in quite some time. So Westside Augusta at Fitzgerald, Tattnall County at Spencer. Fannin County's already advanced into round number 2, and they will play either Fellowship Christian or Landmark. Fannin County beat Mount Perrin by the final of 4-1. So the Rebels get to watch Fellowship at Landmark, and will play the winner on next Friday. Berrien, the 3 seed out of Region 1, will take on Josie in the Augusta area. Kendrick travels to Toombs County and travels to Lyons to take on Toombs. Drew travels to Gordon Central. Elite Scholars goes to East Jackson. That's the left-hand side of the bracket. Right-hand side of the bracket, Towers travels to Hiawassee to Blairsville to take on Union County in a 2-3. Model has already advanced. They shut out North Cobb Christian, so they will host in the next round the winner of Towers and Union County on the boys' side. Pierce County's already advanced. They beat Jordan by the final of 5-1. They will play either Cook or Putnam County. That one is in Eatonton today in the 1-4 of Cook, team 4 out of Region 1. Putnam County, Region 4's team number 1. Low right, 3 of the 4 teams have already been decided. Providence Christian shut out Callaway. Walker shut out Murray County. So Providence Christian will travel to the Walker School. Appling County beat Ace Charter 3-1, and they are waiting for the winner of Butler and Jeff Davis. So Butler and Jeff Davis is the 4-1, and that one is in Hazelhurst. So Providence Christian at Walker. Appling County waits for the winner of Butler and Jeff Davis. In Quad A, upper left, LaGrange goes to Cairo, Southeast Bullock to West Lawrence, Northwest Whitfield to Clarkston. Keep an eye on that one. That one is at Memorial Stadium in Clarkston, Georgia, in DeKalb County. That one is a 7:30 start, I believe, tonight. 7 or 7:30. It's an early evening start at Memorial. Cedar Shoals travels to Pace Academy. That's the upper left-hand section of your Quad A bracket. Shaw lost to Whitewater 4-0. So Whitewater advances, and they will travel to Islands. Islands shut out Spalding 5-0. So half of the bracket low left has already been determined. Druid Hills travels to Cedartown, and they will take on the winner of Stockbridge and Johnson Gainesville. Johnson Gainesville, Region 8 region champ. They will take on Stockbridge. Winner gets Druid Hills or Cedartown. That's the left-hand side of your Quad A bracket. East Forsyth, they beat Woodland Stockbridge 1-0. They advance, and they wait for the winner of Holy Innocents and Southeast Whitfield. Griffin, as the 3 seed, travels to Benedictine, the 2 seed. Winner of that one will go to Stars Mill. Stars Mill, easy winners over Hardaway on Thursday night. Cherokee Bluff and Lovett is low right, as well as Heritage, Catoosa, and Westminster. Wayne County, we mentioned to Coach Dooley, who batted leadoff today. Wayne County beats Perry in Perry 3-1. So the Yellow Jackets will take on the winner of Troop and Bainbridge, and that one is in Bainbridge in the 1-4 matchup. 6A, once again, we'll start off in the upper left-hand section of the bracket. St. Pius is at Thomas County Central. Winner of that one gets the winner of Rockdale County and Glen Academy. Like we said on the girls' side, keep an eye on Glen Academy. Winner of both the boys and the girls in Region 2 and 6A. Lassiter and Sequoia is at Sequoia, and Lanier and South Paulding finishes up the left-hand side of the bracket. Low right, Houston County goes to Marist. Winner of that one will play the top seed out of Region 3, Woodward Academy. Woodward Academy shut out Evans 2-0. So Houston County and Marist play at Hughes Spalding. Winner goes to Woodward Academy. Etowah at Sprayberry. Douglas County at Habersham Central. That will wrap up the low section of your bracket on the left-hand side in 6A. Those winners will play a week from today on your Friday. Right-hand side, Alexander at North Forsyth, Rome at Johns Creek, Grovetown at Morrow. Lee County travels to North Atlanta. Then on the right-hand side, low, Gainesville travels to East Paulding. And this is one of the spicier quadrants that we've come across. In 6A, Gainesville and East Paulding, if Gainesville wins, then they would face the winner of Blessed Trinity and River Ridge. You could have a Gainesville-River Ridge round 2 matchup coming up a week from today if both of those teams win. We've seen Gainesville. You've heard Gainesville on the SDH network this year. We've seen River Ridge. You've heard them on the network. River Ridge ranked nationally until the Hillgrove loss. So we'll see what happens with Gainesville, East Paulding, Blessed Trinity, and River Ridge in that mini bracket, low right quadrant. Forest Park goes to South Effingham. Riverwood takes on Veterans. And so that is your look at the 2, the 4, and the 6 when it comes to all of the activity today around the state. And just to give you some start times and let you know what's going in when it comes to all the activity today in boys and girls soccer. Once again, all the girls' games except for one have been put to bed. You have a handful of matchups on the boys' side that have been decided already because of venue consolidation. Most of the matchups, it looks like it's going to be 5:30s for some that involve a great deal of travel. Putnam County and Cook, that one is listed as a 5:30 start. You have Griffin and Benedictine at 6 o'clock. Rockdale, Glen County at 6, Glen Academy at 6 o'clock, once again, just because of the travel that's involved. Matches over at, say, 8 o'clock. You're traveling home. You probably get home 1 or 2 o'clock early Saturday morning in a situation like that. Lee County, North Atlanta, the same thing. You're traveling 4 hours, say, from Leesburg or Albany up to North Atlanta, and you're trying to do it with the traffic. So Lee County and North Atlanta is listed as a 6 o'clock start. Same for Troop and Bainbridge. St. Pius and Thomas County Central is listed as a 6 o'clock, as is Towers and Union County. LaGrange and Cairo is listed as a 6:30. It's a bit of a travel, but not the one that we're seeing with teams having to go to the coast and turn around and come back home. Forest Park and South Effingham. Since you're on the south side of town, it's a couple of hours. That's listed as a 7. Also, 7 o'clock starts Riverwood and Veterans, Druid Hills and Cedartown. I'm trying to find ones that have a whole lot of travel that are attached to see if they're going to have them pushed up in any degree. It looks like Hab Central Douglas County is looking for a time. Marist Houston County is looking for a time. Walker Murray County is looking for a time. Gordon Central and Drew Charter is looking for a negotiated time as well. So that is your rundown of everything that is going on. It is 3 classes today on the boys' side, the 2, the 4, and the 6. We have the 2, the 4, and the 6 on the girls' side. And we are giving you everything every single day here that there are playoffs here on the SDH network. So it is catching up with coaches, catching up with folks around the state, and letting you know what's going on when it comes to the postseason, season 3 of the GHSA soccer on both the boys and the girls sides. We'll be back on Monday at noon, let you know what happened over the weekend, catch up with coaches. We've got a couple lined up, provided they said if we win, I'll come on the show. So that's where we are coming up Monday at noon here on the SDH network. We'll roll through everything as we are in season 3. And we will be getting through round 1 and getting ready for round 2 coming up in short order. Once again, special thanks to our presenting partner, Kaiser Permanente of Georgia. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you. Subaru of Gwinnett, Reaver by Hard Rock, Atlanta Alliance Nurse Corps, and the Hat Trick Football Agency. So for everybody here at SDH, once again, thanks to our friends at Perry, Coach Dooley, to let everybody know what's going on with the Perry Panthers after a big win, and they're getting ready for Trinity Christian on the girls' side. Should be an interesting one on Thursday in Middle Georgia. And we'll keep you posted on schedules and everything else going on here in the GHSA. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for hanging out with us here during your noon hour as we break down everything in the official GHSA Soccer Championships as we determine who's making it out of round 1, who's getting to round 2, and what the matchups are going to look like starting next Tuesday in short order. So for everybody here at SDH, mucho platiel, play it safe, and we will catch up with you Monday noon hour for another round of Soccer is in Session Live, presented by our friends at Kaiser Permanente. Play it safe. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you first of next week.